Welcome to a brand new podcast, and this is the Oracle 19, and my name is Mr. Greatness. If you want to put your business on this platform, you can email us at evolutionoflondon.com, and we can set that up for you. So again, any logos or brands, /business you want to put on this internet radio, again, email us, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. And that's the same email if you want to make a free will offering to us through our PayPal account, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. And we have different links to other affiliates. www.linktree.com/evolutionoflondon. So definitely you could check that out. Support us that way. www.linktree.com/evolutionoflondon. And we do have a Patreon channel in which we have videos that's not posted on YouTube. That's www.patreon.com/evolutionoflondon. And we have artwork, digital artwork there, as well as consulting services as well. Rumble.com. You just type in the Oracle 19. You'll see other shows there as we build on Rumble. So you can support us that way. Rumble.com. And just type in the search bar the Oracle 19. You can shop online to our baby shopping mall, which is www.evolutionoflondon.com, where we have a whole wide range of products. That's men's, kids, ladies' clothes, perfume, jewelry, house products. So that's www.evolutionoflondon.com. Also check out evolutionoflondon.org, O-R-G. There you'll find custom clothes, accessories, ebooks for personal as well as business use. And finally, evolutionoflondon.store, S-T-O-R-E. There you'll find lotions, soaps, games, DVDs, and more clothing. So that's www.evolutionoflondon.store. Check out the company Royalty 9 International. They make homemade candles, 100% soy wax, from scented to unscented. Now, the scented candles is from frankincense, myrrh, jasmine, vanilla, rose, peppermint, just to name a few. And if you want to place an order, you can email the company at royalty9international@gmail.com. And they're on social media, TikTok and Instagram, Royalty 9 International. And so definitely support their luxury candles. It's definitely very good quality, over 35 plus hours of burning time. So again, that's Royalty 9 International. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. So if you want to book a consultation, you can email him at healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. Again, that's healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. And also support his merch, www.wjaaccessories.com, for custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well. DJ Panthro, He's an international DJ, so if you want to book for him to come to your venue, you can email him at djpanthro519@gmail.com. Again, that's djpanthro, PANTHRO 519@gmail.com. And you can find him on social media, YouTube, DJ Panthro 519, TikTok and Instagram, DJ Panthro 519. But he have also a bonus TikTok, so the real DJ Panthro. So that's DA, the real DJ Panthro. Again, the most slept on DJ and one of the best DJs in southwestern Ontario. Cindy's Place. She make custom clothes, accessories, and digital art, or digital products. So if you want to check her website out, which I highly recommend, www.cindysplace.org for your custom clothes, accessories, and digital products. Again, www.cindysplace.org. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. You have a whole wide range of different beats. So once you go to his YouTube channel, you definitely support his brand and his other social media sites. So you definitely like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. And continuing to train on YouTube, the Greatness 19 channel, which is our educational channel to open up your third eye. So definitely, and I always say definitely like, subscribe, and share to the Greatness 19 channel on YouTube, as we are alleged shadow banned. So we definitely could use your support. Again, that's Greatness 19 channel on YouTube. Also check out Mr. Evolution of London. That's our health and wellness channel. So support us also. We have a whole wide range of different videos on health and wellness. So Mr. Evolution of London on YouTube. Now the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We're on iHeartRadio, Spotify for podcasters, which was Anchor.fm. Spotify is separate from Spotify for podcasters, even though they're owned by the same company. Apple, Google, Amazon Music, just to name a few. So anything that I haven't mentioned will be in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, The Greatness 19, Mr. Evolution of London. Both of those obviously is on YouTube. Rumble. You can find information description box there when you type in the Oracle 19. And finally, www.theoracle19radio.com. All right, we're getting right down to it. As always, I give my perspective on different topics. You might like it, might not, but over 300 plus shows that is on the Oracle 19 podcast over our illustrious pushing on 3 years. And I'd like to thank y'all guys for your continuous support. Listen to me, different topics that definitely is triggering. And I'd like to thank the over 45 countries that's listening to us. I could go over it right now. I like to give updates. Brazil, and I think it's around it's definitely 40 plus, so Brazil, Switzerland, Ireland, Croatia, Netherlands, Dominican Republic, Sweden, Trinidad and Tobago, South Africa, USA, Canada, of course, both of those countries, it's a given. Germany, UK, Philippines, Iran, Italy, Ukraine, Nigeria, Haiti, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Poland, Australia, Ghana, Bahamas, United Arab Emirates, Libya, Mexico, India, Japan, Norway, Malaysia, New Zealand, Spain, Kenya, Romania, Colombia, Denmark, Egypt, Hungary, Bolivia, Hong Kong, Morocco, Finland, Jamaica, and France. It's a little, I think it's more too, but that's my current listing. And I'd like to say to y'all guys, thank you. And pass along the information to your family, friends, and foes in those countries. I definitely appreciate it as we keep expanding. So again, thank you. All right, well, today's topic, as I mentioned, my perspective / opinion. How to date a woman. How to date a woman. Now, here's a disclosure right off the top, because I don't want y'all guys to say, Mr. Greatness think he knows it all about women and stuff. No, I don't. I'm not an expert. I'm just a person that is experienced, but I'm not an expert. Maybe you might equate that to being an expert because of experience, but again, I have to just give this disclosure because I'm not an expert. I just experience, because again, y'all guys, most of you guys don't know me. So I'll just give in my, again, perspective of what I feel we as men need to do if we dating, especially in this day and time. And I touched base on that on different shows in the past. And y'all guys need to check out my past information, past shows, that's what I mean, so you can get an understanding. And I'm talking about not only information about this, but all different topics. But let's pull it back to dating. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm just giving my perspective of what I feel men should do, because we as men, obviously, as a whole, is not getting it right in terms of dating and how we should date and what we should do. So, again, I have to give this disclosure so nobody is silly and come back and saying he's an expert. No, I do not think I am an expert. I just give my perspective of what I think we as men should do. And I'm doing it on the basis of all the mistakes I have made. More mistakes than good. So maybe this will help you younger men figure it out better and not fall in the pitfalls that men like myself have done. Now, I hope that's clear, nice and clear, because if you come back to me as this foolishness, shame on you. Now, again, a lot of men, I know in this day and time, a lot of men that believe tricking is the answer. And what do I mean by tricking? Because I have different people all over the world that listens to the show. So this is why I have to explain things a little bit in more detail, because so people around the world that listen to the show have a thorough understanding. Now, tricking is, you just spending money on a female and she really do not love you. It's just a fair exchange. Currency for temporary love. I'm giving you the clean version. Now, we men is going to do what we do. Now, is that, let's say, a bad thing? Is a perspective. But just know when you lead by your wallet, when you're giving money away for exchange, for love for the evening, or love for the night, or love for the day. Just understand that she do not love you. She just love what you given her, which is the money. And a lot of men, I think, get confused. I really do. And it shows. Because these women is not going to love you. They just only love what you providing for them at that particular moment, aka money. In this day and time, and you could say any day and time, but I'm only speaking of now because obviously younger people is living in now, and that's what they're concerned about. They're not concerned about the past. So we're gonna try to deal with the now. Thou should not be tricking, really. Now, have we all have done it? I've been through the sands of life. I did foolishness, ungodly things. But I have learned through trial and error. More errors than good. And I don't think you should do that. I think men need to stop doing that. You're spoiling these women. Especially you men that have it. You really, and I use this terminology, you messing up the ecosystem of the dating world. You men that have the money. Again, you messing up the ecosystem of the dating world. And what do I mean by that? Because if you go on social media and listen, and even your neighborhood or your college, or go to the next party, or your job, or wherever, and you listen to these women and they say what type of man they looking for. These women have inflated, just crazy numbers they throw at people. What they looking for, how much you need to make. Let's start with that. These women I hear, they in their 20s, they saying they need a man making $100,000. Some of them saying I need a man making $500,000. I hear women say I need a man making $1 million. Some of them say I need a man making $5 million a month. Yes, I said it. A month. Not a year. Not particularly a year. A month. A month. They need a man making that type of money every month. And then you have others that say I need a man making that a year. $1 million a year, $500 million a year, $100 million a year. I have heard it with my own ears. And you could go through social media and you hear it every day. Women saying, I need this man making $1 million in a year or $1 million a month. I heard that craziness too. So why are they saying this? That's the question. Why are they saying this? Why? Why? Because of you men. That is why. You men is destroying the market. You overspending on females that clearly don't deserve it. You're overspending. A lot of you men are spending that just crazy money for so-called Instagram models. So-called. They're not even models. They just show their buttocks and breastises on Instagram, and then they call themselves models. And then you men pay for them. You men fly them out to your location. And this is why females flock on Instagram and OnlyFans, and because y'all men boost them up. And if you look, men, take a deep look of these women. You get blinded. You men get blinded. You get bamboozled. These women have cakes of makeup. When you're looking at them, they might be a 10 or an 8 to you. But really, men, when you take their makeup off, or when they take their makeup off, excuse me, these women are below average looking, or just average looking. They really are. I mean, you don't have, if you really look past the makeup and the fake breastises and the fake buttocks and the extra long eyelashes and the the eye contacts and the fake hair or the different color hair, you go through all of that. Let her go to her natural so-called beauty. And you find that most of the time these women you see on Instagram are average 5s. 5 is the average. Between the scale of 1 to 10 to me, 5 is average. A lot of them is below average. They got acne, they got other skin problems, they bald-headed, stringy hair, short hair, dry looking, plain. Nothing special. Nothing special. But y'all guys will spend thousands of dollars to fly them all over the place, cash app them, make them rich before you even go on a date. You paying their rent, you paying their phone bill, you just cashing them for the year. Just because they said hi on the Instagram to you. Just because they say hi. And you say, you are so beautiful. Ooh, you so beautiful. I like to drink your bath water. Ooh, you hot. Ooh, I want to marry you. Please let me marry you. This is what the stupidness that you say. Guys, you're destroying the market. Stop replying to these women and giving them props. And you don't even know them. You don't even know them. They don't even know you. You're destroying the market. You're looking bad. You sound thirsty. You need to drink water. Quench your thirst with water. It's more pure than these females out here. These females, let me help you, men. Let me help you. And I said something last, I think one of the last couple of shows. When you're looking at these women online, how you know they don't have herpes? So let me even get deeper with you, because your guys is hard-headed. When you smiling or give a little smiley face online, or want to get the female's attention, and I ain't even talking about real life, we just talking about online. Picture her having herpes, the claps, a yeast infection. She's smelling bad. Her hygiene is poor overall. The one that you waving to thinks she's so beautiful. A lot of these so-called beautiful women, the sex is trash. They dirty. You're not going to enjoy yourself with them. Just picture that. You spending thousands of dollars on a female that is nasty. You spending thousands of dollars at a female most likely have a disease. But she just looks good to you on TV, on social media. Just think about that. The one that you sweating over could very well have a yeast infection. A yeast infection that you ready to dive in and risk it all. She could be HIV positive. But you willing to risk it all. And you cash apping her thousands of dollars. This is before we even get on a date. So I'm giving you information about, before we even talk about you dating, just to show you how pathetic this is. You men need to stop. And a lot of older men, that's what they do. Just trick. And this is why you get caught up. I want you to really think on that. I really want you to think on that and let that marinate. You really need to let that marinate. It's a serious problem. You have a serious problem. We have a serious problem, men. We're destroying the market. You forgot, men, that for every one man, there's 20, 25, 30, 40 different women all over this stinking planet Earth. Where you live, there's thousands of single women. Keep that in mind. Not all women is gonna like us. We know this. We should know this. And we as men should have an understanding that we have to go through thousands and hundreds of women before we could find a decent woman. This is the game, guys. You, we, us need to be patient. That's our problem. Running around here like whoremongers. And we killing the market, destroying the market, destroying the ecosystem of dating. It's unbelievable. This is why these women have this attitude that they feel they are entitled. These women don't understand that they are no different from the next woman. It's nothing special. If you ask a woman, what is special about you? What separates you from the next woman? And a lot of women can't even answer that. They just give generic answers. Well, I could be your piece. You could be my piece. Lady, what are you talking about? My piece? I could be in my house with nobody, and that's peaceful. How you could be my piece? I could be your right-hand person to give you advice. I could get a financial advisor for that. I could pay for that. I could get any advisor for that. I could just go to certain sites like, what is it, Fiverr? Fiverr. 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 And I could get business advice, financial advice. You can go to other sites, dating coaches, and I could get advice. And what are you doing? I'm gonna bring you into my kingdom just so you can sit down and give me advice. What do you mean? That sound retarded. Generic answers that these females give. Just They just throw any trash comments to you, and we just gobble it up and go with it. Could be your piece, could be your advisor. You can't even cook. You can't even do the basics. Your definition, and I talked about this, your definition of truly cooking is getting processed food, put it in the microwave, and say, here. Most of you cannot cook from scratch. That's the basics. Most of you can't even clean thoroughly from scratch. Most of you can't even clean your bodies properly. But you asking for $1 million, $1,000, and all of this other nonsense, and y'all men are allowing that. So you're destroying the ecosystem of the dating world, men. We, us. The women is presenting trash to you. And I talk about this. They're not presenting anything special to you. They're not even virgins. And I talk about that on the previous show. The days of virgins are gone. They're not even coming to you as virgins. Matter of fact, I'm even help you ladies. You're not even presenting us with body counts like under 10. You presenting to us body counts of 210, 310 body counts, 120 or 10 body counts, 50 body counts, 75 body counts. And then I got to factor in each man that climbed on your back had encounters with you hundreds of times. Maybe thousands of times, depends how long you've been going out with him. And your womb is open. Your private parts looks mangled, looks ugly, look like it's been destroyed. And this is what you presenting to me. Your breast disease is sagging. You had so many abortions. You had so many men biting on your breastises. You got stretch marks from your neck to your big toe. But you asking me, us, men, to pay for you, pay for your world, pay for your lifestyle. That's a we problem, a us problem, men. Allowing these women to dictate how much money we should give them. How to date a woman. All of this is before we even date. They setting the market and we following. We the ones spending the money. We the ones going broke. And doesn't mean that going broke is we spend $1,000 and we got no money left. Because you got wealthy men that, that's nothing to them. But why do it? Destroying the ecosystem of the dating world. And you're getting nothing out of it. And then, let's say you're just an average man with average salary. Why even spend all of this money and you're getting nothing out of it? And these women is nothing special. Look, when we men go to the store and buy clothes, right? We want the best quality clothes that we can get, right? Well, take that same ideology in terms of the dating world. You just don't want any type of female. And especially any type of female that's dictating to you what you need to do with your money. That's a lot of nerve. These females is telling you what you need to do for them with your money. That's a lot of nerve. When you get a female telling you what you need to do with your money, think, men, think. That's disrespectful, highly disrespectful. And you are allowing these women to do this, to dictate what you should do with your money. That's a lot of nerve, men. Look, just think about this. How would you feel if another man tells you what you need to do with your money? No, man, you need to give me $1,000 because I said so. You're gonna be highly offended, men. A lot of you men be ready to fight. Let's be for real. So because you're gonna allow a woman to be telling you that you meeting, that you trying to date, what she needs, she telling you what you need to do to make her feel good. And at the end of the day, she's not trying to make you feel good. And we're not even talking about any sexual relationship. We're just talking about respect here. And that leads on to when you meet a female. And I told you this before. You dating a female the first time. I don't care who she is. I don't care if she's a doctor, lawyer, whatever. That just because she's a doctor, a lawyer, or some type of professional, that don't mean she's a good person. I don't care who she is. Personally, when you meeting a woman the first time, the first date, if you're gonna do something like that, take her to something basic, a coffee shop, Starbucks. Yes, I said it. Starbucks. Or any other coffee shop. Or even basic. Meet outdoors and walk around in the park. If it's a summer day or if it's warm, and if it's winter, indoors like a coffee shop. And you spend no more than $10. I said it. On site. $10 at best, and that even is too much. But you know, I'm gonna be civil here and say, you want a tea? I'm gonna get me a tea. I'm getting me a ginger tea. You want a tea? And she said, yeah, sure. Yeah, what type of tea? All right, I take a green tea. All right, then that's what. Sir, let me get 2 teas. Ginger tea, large, and I get her a large green tea. Hey, you want a donut? I'm gonna get a donut. You want a donut there? And that's it. And you sit and you talk and you build. And if she gets an attitude, I don't like this. Why we can't go to the restaurant? I ain't gonna go to the restaurant. I wanna go to Red Lobster. I want to go that night. I want to go here. I want to go there. I want to eat. I'm hungry. Well, you should have ate at home before you came. If she cannot accept what you offering her, then let her go. I don't care how she look. I don't care how fine she is. That's a selfish chick. Not respecting what you offering. Because meeting you, if you're going on a date, she's supposed to be interested in you. That's why y'all decided to go on a date. But if she wants you to pull out your wallet and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on the first date, she didn't like you. She want you to spend on her. Spending on a female is not showing your love. No. It's your character, beyond your looks, of course, but your character that's supposed to dictate why she's attracted to you. And that is the first sign right there. basic. Keep it very basic. If you say the first date is just walking around the park and she cannot accept that, then kick her to the curb. That is not someone you need to be with. She's a selfish broad. I'm telling you, that relationship is not going to work out. She is selfish. You're going to have problems in that relationship. Trust me. I've been there. I told you I'd done unnecessary things, spent unnecessary money trying to impress. And then at the end of the day, look, they're gone. Another man is climbing on their back. Years later, months later, days later. That's the game. How to date a woman. Don't be an old fool. You young men out here, you could save yourselves. These people, these other men that are spending thousands of dollars, look at them. It's really getting them nowhere. They just spending money. They might as well just take the money and just throw it out. Throw it in the toilet and flush it. Because really it's just wasting it. It's a hobby. Excuse me. It's a hobby. A lot of men don't do like all the men. A lot of men, they millionaires or whatever, and that's a hobby. It's like really, it's literally like just taking the money and flushing it down the toilet. I don't agree with it, because if they flush it down the toilet, they might as well give it to the next brother or whatever, you know. But I'm not gonna go over the top and say what a man needs to do, but that's on them. That's on you. Personally, the average man out here I'm really referring to. Don't waste. Don't waste. And these females with all this inflated dreams, there's a small percentage of men out here that is millionaires making millions of a month, millions a year for that matter. 100,000 a month, 100,000 a year. You can check the stats, the U.S. Census. Men is not getting it like that. They're like 40,000, 50,000 at best. That's the average. But men, don't let women dictate your money. And I just gave you an example with step one, where to take her. And that's a clear sign of where you feel that woman is at mentally with you. Because if she can't accept that, or you can find her body language, if she, or hinting to you that, oh, you should, why are we here? Why we can't go there? No. Eliminate her. And if you don't eliminate her, you're going to have problems in the future because she's selfish. Wherever you go, she's supposed to appreciate. The end. That's where she's supposed to like you for you. But if she can't do that, then she go on to the next. But see, that she feels going on to the next, she can always find a man that will spend thousands of dollars, because that's a you problem, man. That's a us problem. We are suckers. For average women. Below average women, to be technical with you. Because if you take off the makeup and the hair, as I mentioned, and the nails and the eyelashes and the plastic that they have on them, below average women. Trust me. Y'all guys be killing yourselves for overweight women also. Saying they thick. No, or they trying to justify they thick, they plump. No, you fat. You just fat. Fat. You can see the dimples on their legs. They're out of shape. There's nothing just thick about them that you spending all your hard-earned money on. They just fat. Let's get right down to it. They are fat. And you got a lot of fat women waddling around that you men is ready to break the bank for. That's another problem. They don't even keep themselves in shape. They outweigh you by 100 pounds. And you ready to knock off chairs and destroy the market, destroy the ecosystem of dating for these average fat women that don't even care about you on top of that. Amazing. Amazing. Y'all guys is amazing. Y'all men is amazing. To show you the disrespect that these females have for you when you go on the date, you could look at them and they don't even present themselves proper to you. They don't even present themselves natural to you. They don't even present themselves healthy for you. But they tell you what you need to do with your money. They tell you how much you need to spend on them because they think they are the prize. And I told you in the beginning, the population, for one man, there's 20, 30, 40 different women out here, but they tell you they are special. And y'all guys go for it. And y'all guys spend the money. Excuse me. This is why, and a lot of times, forgive me guys, because it's not, I don't have a cold. You know, you talk a lot, and sometimes you lose your voice, but I'm going to push on because I'm Mr. Greatness. Let's continue. Y'all guys, it's we, and I'm always pointing to us, we, men, that is destroying the market. And continuing on the dating world, after, let's say for example, everything goes well, men, on that first date, maybe she keeps her mouth shut. You can't trust that first date. She keeps her mouth shut because she said, okay, let me see what this guy gonna do on the second date. How much money he gonna spend on me? And the second date, if it goes favorable for you men, second date, if it was just a walk in the park, then it would be Starbucks. If it was a Starbucks, then maybe the next level would be maybe a pizza. Go to a pizzeria. Or Wendy's. Or Burger King. Or whatever fast food spot. I'm just giving this as an example. It could be different other places, but maybe a museum. Going to the Transit Museum if you're from New York. Or the Brooklyn Museum. See how cultured she is, if you're really trying to get deep with her. But let me tell you, men, here's this disclosure. Most of these women are not deep. So taking them to a Brooklyn Museum, something cultural, they're not cultural. I get it. So let me backtrack. If you just out here just want to play, men, maybe you just keep it basic. Weed, cheap liquor, house. I'm going to get real basic. Weed, because most of these females smoking weed, vaping, weed, whatever, using the crack pipe, whatever. I call the bong the crack pipe. Don't mind me for all you weed heads. They dusty anyway, so they give them some weed and cheap liquor and take them to the house, and that's it. This how pathetic it is. Because I know a lot of you guys say, museum. I'm just saying, if you're looking to build on a higher level and she has a little bit of intellect, I could say the next date will be that way, to see how really cultured she is. But I get it, guys. Most of these females out here, 98% of them is all just about weed and cheap liquor, or just weed alone, or just liquor alone, and then take them to your house. That's it. The end. And I told you before, most of these modern day females are just part-time concubines or full-time concubines. They're not even part-time girlfriends. Definitely not wives. Definitely not full-time girlfriends. They losing the spot of being part-time girlfriends. They just concubines. Concubines is full-time concubines. You see the female once per month. That's the value of these modern day females. And part-time concubines are females that you basically see once every 2 months when you get tired of your girlfriend or your wife. Yeah, I know that's triggering, ladies. I know you turn your head and sucking your teeth. I know you rolling your eyes. I see you. I know. You smirking. I see you smirking. I know. I am your God. Yes, your God. I know. How cocky is this guy? He's so cocky. But, yes, man, I get it. But again, a lot of you men is overspending. And these females, you got to know the female that you're rocking with. And a lot of these females on social media, they fit that category of just cheap liquor and weed and into your house, and that's it. Nothing special. Order some fast food and bring it to the house. Y'all eat. You watch a little Netflix. You smoke a little something. Even though I'm not a weed person, I really don't. I don't think people should smoke, but that's beside the point. You do you. These females, that's all they're about. They don't have no intellect, no substance about them. So that's what you do. Weed, liquor, food, Netflix, and chill. That's the construct of these modern day females in North America. And different parts of the world for that matter, but I'm just dealing with North America. So if you want to date, and if this woman is potentially about something, then you have to go through steps. After the Starbucks, after, let's say, something cultural that is minimum money, and you find that she's not about that money, then you could go on to the next level. If she's about something, a restaurant, and you don't spend hundreds of dollars, you go to a decent restaurant that may be under $100 just to see where she at, because you got to go through layers. Because if she turned out to be trash because females change or they show their true selves, then you don't want to be that jerk saying, oh man, I spent $1,000, $100 on the chick that really wasn't about nothing. You have to interview this female. You're supposed to be asking all different types of questions. Their family history, their relationship history, how they take care of themselves, what they looking for in a man. If they get pregnant, would they believe in taking you to court or whatever? And a lot of these females just say, no, boy, whatever, just to give you a story, and they always change. We know that. But you could pick up certain signs of the female character by talking to her. Find out who she is. If you have interest like that. If you taking her as a potential girlfriend like that. But don't allow a female to dictate how to date. What you should do with your money. Where you should take her. To make her feel good. No, you take her where you feel good. And if she cannot accept that, then that's not your woman. That will not be your woman. And let her go. And if majority of men do that, females will have to change because they will know there ain't no men out here that's going to do that. But as long as you men that they know a lot of you simps and suckers out here that will say the woman is a queen and you have to do everything at all costs, then you will pay the price. And the price is you be overspending your money. She is going to devalue you as a man. She's not going to respect you from the jump. And she's going to take you as one big sucker. Yes, I said it, sucker. Thank you for listening.